Good morning and shalom. Numbers chapter 8. And Yahuwah spoke to Moshe, saying, Speak to Aaron and say to him, When you ascend to trim the lamps, let the 7 lamps give light in front of the lampstand. And Aaron did so. He set up the lamps to face toward the front of the lampstand, as Yahuwah commanded Moshe. And this is the work of the lampstand, beaten work of gold, from its base to its blossoms, it is beaten work. According to the pattern which Yahuwah had shown Moshe, so he made the lampstand. And Yahuwah spoke to Moshe, saying, Take the Levites from among the children of Yisrael, and you shall cleanse them. And do this to them to cleanse them. Sprinkle water of sin offering on them, and they shall shave all their body, and shall wash their garments and cleanse themselves. And shall take a young bull with its grain offering of fine flour mixed with oil, while you take another young bull as a sin offering. And you shall bring the Levites before the tent of appointment, and you shall assemble all the congregation of the children of Yisrael. And you shall bring the Levites before Yahuwah, and the children of Yisrael shall lay their hands upon the Levites. And Aaron shall wave the Levites before Yahuwah, a wave offering from the children of Yisrael, so shall they be for doing the service of Yahuwah. And the Levites shall lay their hands on the heads of the young bulls, and one shall be prepared as a sin offering, and the other as an ascending offering to Yahuwah, to make atonement for the Levites. And you shall have the Levites stand before Aaron and his sons, and then wave them a wave offering to Yahuwah. Thus you shall separate the Levites from among the children of Yisrael, and the Levites shall be mine. Then after the Levites shall go into due service in the tent of appointment, when you have cleansed them and waved them as a wave offering. For they are given to me among the children of Yisrael. I have taken them for myself instead of all who open the womb, the firstborn of all the children of Yisrael. For all the firstborn among the children of Yisrael are mine, both man and beast. On the day that I struck all the firstborn in the land of Mishraim, I set them apart unto myself. Excuse me. Oh, allergies. Fun. And I have taken the Levites instead of all the firstborn of the children of Yisrael, and I have given the Levites as a gift to Aaron and his sons from among the children of Yisrael, to do the service of the children of Yisrael in the tent of appointment, and to make atonement for the children of Yisrael, that there be no plague among the children of Yisrael when the children of Yisrael come near the set-apart place. Thus Moshe and Aaron and all the congregation of the children of Yisrael did to the Levites according to all that Yahuwah commanded Moshe concerning the Levites. So the children of Yisrael did to them. And the Levites cleaned themselves and washed their garments, and Aaron waved them a wave offering before Yahuwah, and Aaron made atonement for them to cleanse them. Then after that the Levites went in to do their service in the tent of appointment before Aaron and his sons, as Yahuwah commanded Moshe concerning the Levites. So they did to them. And Yahuwah spoke to Moshe, saying, This applies to the Levites. From 25 years old and above, let him come into active service in the service of the tent of appointment. And at the age of 50 years they retire from active service of their service and serve no more. But they shall attend with their brothers in the tent of appointment to guard the duty, but shall do no service. Thus you shall do to the Levites regarding their duties. Chapter 9. And Yahuwah spoke to Moshe in the wilderness of Sinai in the first new month of the second year after they had come out of the land of Mishrim, saying, Now let the children of Yisrael perform the Passah at its appointed time. On the 14th day of the new month, between the evenings, perform it at its appointed time. According to all its laws and right rulings, you perform it. And Moshe spoke to the children of Yisrael to perform the Passah. So they performed the Passah on the 14th day of the first new month between the evenings in the wilderness of Sinai. According to all that Yahuwah commanded Moshe, so the children of Yisrael did. But there were men who were defiled for being of a man, so they were not able to perform the Passah on that day. So they came before Moshe and Aaron that day, and those men said to him, We are defiled for being of a man. Why are we withheld from bringing near the offering to Yahuwah at its appointed time among the children of Yisrael? And Moshe said to them, Wait, let me hear what Yahuwah commands concerning you. And Yahuwah spoke to Moshe, saying, Speak to the children of Yisrael, saying, When any male of you or your generations is unclean for a being, or is far away on the journey, he shall still perform the Passah of Yahuwah. On the 14th day of the second new month, between the evenings, they perform it. With unleavened bread and bitter herbs, they eat it. They do not leave of it until morning, and they do not break a bone of it. According to all the laws of the Passah, they perform it. But the man who is clean and is not on a journey and has failed to perform the Passah, that same being shall be cut off from among his people, because he did not bring the offering of Yahuwah at its appointed time. That man bears his sin. And when a stranger sojourns among you, then he shall perform the Passah of Yahuwah. He shall do so according to the law of the Passah, according to its right ruling. You have one law, both for the stranger and the native of the land. And on the day that the dwelling place was raised up, the cloud covered the dwelling place, the tent of the witness, from evening until morning. It was above the dwelling place like the appearance of fire. Thus it was continually, the cloud covered it by day, and the appearance of fire by night. And whenever the cloud was taken up from the tent, above the tent, after the children of Yisrael would depart, and in the place where the cloud dwelt, the children of Yisrael would camp. At the mouth of Yahuwah, the children of Yisrael departed, and at the command of Yahuwah they camped. They remained camped as long as the cloud dwelt above the dwelling place. Even when the cloud lingered many days above the dwelling place, the children of Yisrael guarded the charge of Yahuwah. It did not depart. And so it was, when the cloud was above the dwelling place, a few days, according to the mouth of Yahuwah, they camped, and according to the mouth of Yahuwah, they would depart. And so it was, when the cloud dwelt only from evening until morning, when the camp was to take up in the morning, they would depart. Whether by day or by night, whenever the cloud was taken up, they departed. Whether 2 days or a new month, or a year that the cloud lingered above the dwelling place to dwell upon it, the children of Yisrael camped and did not depart. But when it was taken up, they departed. At the mouth of Yahuwah they camped, and at the mouth of Yahuwah they departed. They guarded the charge of Yahuwah at the mouth of Yahuwah by the hand of Moshe. Chapter 10. And when And Yahu'ah spoke to Moshe, saying, Make 2 silver trumpets for yourself. Make them of beaten work, and you shall use them for the gathering of the congregation and for breaking camp. And when they blow both of them, all the congregation shall meet before you at the door of the tent of appointment. And if they blow one, then the leaders, the heads of the thousands of Yisrael, shall gather to you. And when you blow a shout, the camps that lie on the east side shall depart. And when you blow a shout the second time, then the camps that lie on the south side shall depart. They blow a shout for them to depart. And when the assembly is to be assembled, you blow, but do not shout. And the sons of Aaron, the priests, blow with the trumpets, and it shall be to you for a law forever throughout your generations. And when you go into battle, if you land against the enemy that distresses you, then you shall shout with the trumpets, and you shall be remembered before Yahu'ah your Elohah, and shall be saved from your enemies. And in the day of your gladness, and in your appointed times, and at the beginning of your new months, you shall blow the trumpets over your ascending offerings and over your slaughterings of peace offerings, and they shall be a remembrance for you before Elohah. I am Yahu'ah your Elohah. And it came to be on the 20th day of the second new month in the second year, that the cloud was taken up from above the dwelling place of the witness. And the children of Yisrael departed, setting out from the wilderness of Sinai. And the cloud dwelt on it in the wilderness of Paran. Thus did they departed the first time, according to the mouth of Yahuwah by the hand of Moshe. And the banner of the camp of the children of Yehudah departed first according to their divisions, and over their army was Nahshon the son of Amminadab. And over the army of the tribe of children of Yishakar was Nathanael son of Sur. And over the army of the tribe of the children of Zebulun was Eliab son of Hulan. And the dwelling place was taken down, and the sons of Gershon and the sons of Merari departed, bearing the dwelling place. And the banner of the camp of Reuben departed according to their divisions, and over their army was Elisur, son of Sheurar. And over the army of the tribe of the children of Shimeon was Shalom El, son of Tershish Shaddai. And over the army of the tribe of the children of Gad was Elisaph, the son of Dual. And the Kerethites departed, bearing the set-apart objects, while the dwelling place was set up before they came. And the banner of the camp of the children of Ephraim departed according to their divisions, and over their armies was Elishama, son of Ammud. And over the army of the tribe of the children of Manasseh was Gamliel, son of Pedashur. And over the army of the tribe of the children of Benjamin was Abidan, son of Gedoni. Then the banner of the camp of the children of Dan, which was formed the rear guard of all the camps, departed according to the divisions. And over the army was Azar, son of Amadashit Shaddai. And over the army of the tribe of the children of Asher was Pagiel, the son of Okran. And over the army of the tribe of Naphtali was Arari, the son of Anon. Such was the order of setting out of the children of Yisrael, according to the divisions when they departed. And Moshe said to Hobab, the son of Ru'el, the Midianite, Moshe's father-in-law, "We are setting out for the place of which Yahu'ah said, 'I give it to you.' Come with us, and we shall do good to you, for Yahu'ah has spoken good concerning Yashrael." And he replied to him, "I am not going, but I am going to my own land and to my relatives." Then he said, "Please do not leave us, because you know how we are to camp in the wilderness. And you shall be our eyes, and it shall be when you go with us, then it shall be that whatever good Yahuwah does to us, the same we shall do to you." So they set out from the mountain of Yahuwah on a journey of 3 days, and the ark of the covenant of Yahuwah went before them for 3 days' journey to seek out a resting place for them. And the cloud of Yahuwah was above them by day when they went out of the camp. And it came to be, whenever the ark set out, that Moshe said, "Rise up, O Yahuwah, and let your enemies be scattered, and let those who hate you flee from before you." And when it rested, he said, "Return, O Yahuwah, to the countless thousands of Yashrael." Excuse me. Chapter 11. And it came to be when the people were as complainers, because people do love to complain, it was evil in the ears of Yahuwah, and Yahuwah heard it, and his displeasure burned. And the fire of Yahuwah burned among them, and consumed those in the outskirts of the camp. And the people cried out to Moshe, and Moshe prayed to Yahuwah, and the fire died down. Then he called the name of the place Taberah, because the fire of Yahuwah had burned among them. And the mixed multitude who were in their midst lusted greatly. So the children of Yashrael also wept again and said, "Who has given us meat to eat? We remember the fish which we ate without cost in Mistrium, the cucumbers and the melons and the leeks and the onions and the garlic. But now our being is dried up. There is naught to look at but this manna." Now the manna was like coriander seed, and its appearance like the appearance of bedulim. The people went about and gathered it, ground it on millstones, or beat it in the mortar, and cooked it in a pot, and made cakes of it. And its taste was as the taste of cakes baked with oil. And when the dew fell on the camp at night, the manna fell on it. And Moshe heard the people weeping throughout their clans, each man at the door of his tent, and the displeasure of Yahuwah burned exceedingly. And in the eyes of Moshe it was evil. So Moshe said to Yahuwah, "Why have you done evil to your servant? And why have I not found favor in your eyes, to put the burden of all these people on me? Was it I who conceived all these people? Was it I who brought them forth, that you should say to me, 'Carry them in your bosom,' as the foster father carries a nursing child to the land which you swore to their fathers? Where am I to get meat to give to all these people? For they weep before me, saying, 'Give us meat to eat.' I am unable to bear all these people alone, because the burden is too heavy for me. And if you are doing this to kill me, please kill me, if I have found favor in your eyes, and let me not see my evil." Then Yahuwah said to Moshe, "Gather to me 70 men of the elders of Yashrael, whom you know to be the elders of the people, and officers over them, and bring them to the tent of appointment, and let them stand there with you. And I shall come down and speak with you there, and shall take of the Ruach that is on you, and put on them. And they shall bear the burden of the people with you, so that you do not bear it yourself alone. And say to the people, set yourselves apart, for tomorrow you shall eat meat, because you have wept in the hearing of Yahuwah, saying, who has given us meat to eat? For it was well with us in Mizraim, and Yahuwah shall give you meat, and you shall eat. You are going to eat not 1 day, nor 2 days, nor 5 days, nor 10 days, nor 20 days, but a full new month of days, until it comes out of your nostrils and becomes an abomination to you, because you have rejected Yahuwah who is among you, and have wept before him, saying, why did we come up out of Mizraim? And Moshe said, the people in whose midst I am are 600,000 men on foot, and you have said, I give them meat to eat for a new month of days. Could flocks of herds be slain for them to be sufficient for them? Or could all the fish of the sea be gathered together for them to be sufficient for them? And Yahuwah said to Moshe, is the arm of Yahuwah too short? Now see whether my word meets you or not. And Moshe went out and spoke to the people the words of Yahuwah, and he gathered the 70 men of the elders of the people and placed them around the tent. And Yahuwah came down in the cloud, and spoke to him, and took of the Ruach that was upon him, and placed the same upon the 70 elders. And it came to be, when the Ruach rested upon them, that they prophesied, but did not continue. However, two men had remained in the camp. The name of one was Eldad, and the other Medad. And the Ruach rested upon them. Now they were among those listed, but did not go out to the tent. And they prophesied in the camp. Hold on 1 second. Excuse me. Oh, allergies are bad today. And a young man ran and informed Moshe and said, Eldad and Medad are prophesying in the camp. And Yahusha, son of Nun, Moshe's assistant from his youth, answered and said, Moshe, my master, forbid them. Oh, sorry. And then Moshe said to him, are you jealous for my sake? Oh, that all the people of Yahuwah were prophets, that Yahuwah would put his Ruach upon them. And Moshe returned to the camp, both he and the elders of Yisrael. Oh, excuse me. And a wind went forth from Yahuwah, and it brought quail from the sea, and let them fall beside the camp, about a day's journey on this side, and about a day's journey on the other side, all around the camp, and about 2 cubits above the surface of the ground. And the people were up all that day, and all that night, and all the next day, and gathered the quail. He who had least gathered 10 homers, and they spread them out for themselves all around the camp. The meat was still between their teeth before it was chewed, and the wrath of Yahuwah burned against the people, and Yahuwah struck the people with an exceedingly great plague. Then he called the name of that place Kibroth Hattawaah, because there they buried the people who had lusted. From Kibroth Hattawaah, the people set out for Heshtaroth, and they were at Heshtaroth. Numbers 12. Now Miriam and Aaron spoke against Moshe because of the Cushite woman excuse me, whom he had taken, for he had taken a Cushite woman. And they said, has Yahuwah spoken only through Moshe? Has he not also spoken through us? And Yahuwah heard it. And the man Moshe was very humble, more than all men who were on the face of the earth. And suddenly Yahuwah said to Moshe and Aaron and Miriam, you three come out of the tent of appointment. So the three came out. And Yahuwah came down in the column of cloud and stood in the door of the tent and called Aaron and Miriam, and they both went forward. And he said, hear now my words. If your prophet is of Yahuwah, I make myself known to him in a vision, and I speak to him in a dream. Not so with my servant Moshe. He is trustworthy in all my house. I speak with him mouth to mouth and plainly, and not in riddles. And he sees the form of Yahuwah. So why were you not afraid to speak against my servant Moshe? And the displeasure of Yahuwah burned against them, and he left. And the cloud turned away from the tent, and look, Miriam was leprous, as white as snow. And Aaron turned toward Miriam, and look, a leper. And Aaron said to Moshe, O my master, please do not hold against us the sin in which we have done foolishly and in which we have sinned. Please do not let her be as one dead when coming out of his mother's womb, with his flesh half consumed. And Moshe cried out to Yahuwah, saying, O El, please heal her, please. And Yahuwah said to Moshe, if her father had put spit in her face, would she not be ashamed 7 days? Let her be shut out of the camp 7 days, and after that let her be remitted. And Miriam was shut out of the camp 7 days, and the people did not set out until Miriam was readmitted. And afterward the people departed from Hashtaroth, and they camped in the wilderness of Paran.